Hello everyone and welcome to the finals of Ultimate Battle League. And today I'm joined by The Beard for the opening game. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, and other people might know me as Impossibum. That's what I'm going on as the Discord now, in case you're curious. We got some good Rocket League action in store today. I'm rather excited.
I am definitely excited. I think we have got 4 amazing teams and we're going to see 4 amazing series. I think the first one is probably going to see the big favorite of today, Beehive. The bot that hasn't lost a series yet. They only lost one game in the whole of league play, and that was against the Tri-Ice Force. Do you think they can...
Beehive, it definitely seems to be the odds-on favorite. Everyone's thinking Beehive is just going to sweep the whole thing. And based on its performance so far, that is not a bad, guess. There's a good chance that could happen, but hopefully people are at least able to put up a good fight here. Every match I've looked at, I'd look and like, oh, that's going to be a good match. Beehive versus Trice, Trinity versus Python, it's going to be a good match. It's every match you look at, it's going to be a good match. So I'm looking forward to this.
I am definitely looking forward to it as well. I do think that Beehive is by far the favorite, and then Trinity or Python plus plus. I think Trinity has the edge there as well, but who knows? Maybe we have seen some great last minute updates from any of the teams. I don't know any of them, but I think they definitely are. I don't know if you did some last minute changes.
I definitely put in some last minute changes on Trinity. I don't know how much it'll help, to be quite honest. I know Trice put in some changes for his team. Some seemingly major ones, like holding down the jump button so it actually gets the full upwards boost, which is a kind of a big thing. And I don't remember what the other one was now I'm thinking about it. And has Beehive gotten updated? I have no idea.
I don't know, but he did recently get that massive upgrade, after which he seemed even more unbeatable than before. So maybe
it was like a week or two ago. All of a sudden, it just seemed like it went up another power level or 7. It was scary looking.
Yeah, if it does that again, then I think all the teams are definitely screwed. But I think we should get into there, because we're gonna have 4 best of 5 todays.
We have a long day ahead of us. A lot of awesome RLBot action in store.
Let's go. Let me remind myself to turn off the good screen, show the percentages, and let's see what we got. Bumblebee on blue.
Yep. Cryo with the kickoff win. He has really good kickoffs. He always seems to win for some reason. It's dangerous right off the bat.
I don't know if you can call it a kickoff win if Bumblebee just whips out that in the first 6 seconds.
If you have a slow roller going towards Bumblebee's side of the field, you're pretty much always screwed, because that is what he loves. So winning the kickoffs may not be advantageous.
Yeah, that was a major start for Bumblebee.
See if Trice can get back into this. It's at least on the blue side of the field momentarily.
That's already back in orange.
Yeah, it is so hard to clear the ball when Beehive is on the offensive. They're constantly just swatting it back over there. Denying you boost, going for aerials. It's just constant barrage of shots.
That was a nice outplay by Arctis, though. Taking out one Bumblebee with that new jump button.
Yep.
Yeah, we did see that the Tri-Ice Force was really passive last week. I don't know if they're going to continue that, seeing they have to play Bumblebee, or they got some tricks on their sleeves, be a little bit more offensive.
They finally made it to the blue side of the field. Let's see if they could do something. If Beehive does have a weakness, it is on defense. That is for sure. But they're so good about staying on offense, it barely ever rears its head.
Yeah, but Tri-Ice Force seems to like defense as well. Arctis hasn't really moved much from that goal line.
Yeah, they're not pushing the ball very hard so far. And they're giving Beehive clear shots at net. Luckily, they're getting pretty decent saves and clearing it okay.
Yeah, the defense is holding out. Defense is holding really well, except for that first 6 seconds. But I don't think anyone expected that.
Yeah, that's just one of those things. It's kickoff goals happen. Even in pro games, you can't account for it all. Once the game is going, you can set up your rotations and have good defense. But right off the bat, everything's haywire. Ooh, that was so close.
Yeah, but defense is still holding strong.
Let's see if Beehive can break through.
Cryo seems to be one of the teams that has defense the best on lockdown. Mostly it is a weak point. But right as I say that, Bumblebee gets the second goal of the game.
It's after a while, it doesn't much matter how good your defense is because you just run out of boost and everyone is rotated and you have nobody back. You have to be able to buy time, clear the net, clear it to the other side, and Bumblebee makes that really hard to do. I think the ball has only been on the blue side twice so far for 5 seconds tops.
Without an orange touch in there as well. It's always
and Cryer was just sitting there watching the ball. It was really weird.
Well,
just let Beehive get the hit.
You might see it. That was a good 3.
I think he might be going for 50-50s and just letting the guy hit it into him. I think that might be his plan.
It looked like it. He definitely could have hit it earlier. Ooh, he misses the ball here though. And Bumblebee does score these tight angles.
Yeah, it was just in an open net, and Bumblebee is really good about hitting the ball, even if it's moving at a weird angle. And right in the middle of the net, so he hit it exactly where he wanted it to go. And the game is 3-0 in Beehive's favor already. Not a great start if you're a Trice fan, that's for sure.
Oh, nee. It gets even worse with an own goal.
That's another one.
That is definitely painful to watch.
And we're inching our way closer to a mercy ruling on the first game of the tournament. Hopefully, Trice can put together something to get himself back in here.
They definitely need to do something, indeed. 4-0 is not easily returned, but it can definitely be done.
One thing I noticed about Beehive is the more it gets ahead, the more aggressive it gets, the less likely you will ever score again. The worst thing you could do is let Beehive get ahead. Oh,
well, that was
he got one in there. And that's a defensive error by Bumblebee. A little own goal there. I don't think it would have went in without the touch.
No, it was a nice 50-50 indeed, and it was definitely a dangerous bounce anyway.
Yeah,
but
it was something you definitely want to go for. It just didn't quite work out for him. So a lucky 50, or a nice 50 there, just happened to go the right way. Let's see if that's enough to get Trice back into the game. But we're seeing the ball on our inside again.
And they need to challenge
another goal.
They need to challenge that ball way faster because Bumblebee is just lining up one of these shots. Not many balls can stop.
The only thing you could really do is get in Bumblebee's face. Don't give him a clear shot, jump, something. At least get a touch on the ball. And I don't know if it's his new, try for a 50-50 code that he has going on here, but he seems rather passive. Like right here. He's not going after the ball. He's just letting Bumblebee hit it. And then not clearing the ball when you have the, clear opportunity to. Yeah, there's a good clear. Should be centered, maybe.
Yeah, once again, way too passive. I think that's the main issue. Defense is holding out pretty decent, but without that much passiveness, you don't really get much going.
Yeah, if he's just totally giving up on the ball, as he is quite often, I'm sure it's just a bug and it's not working exactly like he wanted it to. But I think this bug may have killed any decent chance he had at making a good run for it in this tournament. It doesn't seem to be performing well for him at all.
Oh, well, here we got another good Bumblebee shot. He's just slowly snipping away to that mercy rule for the first game. He wants us to have...
hits it right at the middle, just a slow bouncer right in front of the net. He gets there like an hour before Team Cryo could get there, and that's all there was to it. And we're one goal away from a mercy here. We're going to see a Brazil, quite possibly.
Yeah, we're going to see a good shot.
Looks like another shot.
That was a pretty poor shot.
Well, he got in the way of it at least. He got close enough to where a straight shot at net at least wouldn't make it in.
That was a really good save nonetheless. Well, here we might see something special.
We have something. Ariel?
Too far out.
He really wanted to carry it though. If you have the opportunity to hit it again, sometimes it's too hard not to just do it.
Especially if you're already in the air.
Exactly. He's like, I'm here, may as well. I don't want to waste my momentum. There you go.
This might
bounce in. Off.
Ooh, Bumblebee has it.
Good save there. It's actually on the blue side of the field. Not anymore. That might be it.
Well,
That
10
ball
seconds
looked like
remaining.
it curved. Are we using the curve mod? That really looked like it curved.
Oh, maybe Bottomus is doing something funny with the ball.
Mayhaps.
We still get the mercy rule though. 3
Yeah,
seconds from
with
the
3
end.
seconds left, we have the Brazil. I guess at this point there's no real point in stopping it, but it's like Bumblebee and Beehive tends to mercy in pretty much almost every game that they play. And Trice's new, 50-50, I'm just going to sit here and wait till you hit it code I think it's going to doom him to get swept in this match. Unless things change somehow. It's not looking good.
I don't think it's really nice code. I just think he has to go for a shot a little bit more often instead of being more passive. But I really think the 50-50 reads are working out really well.
He's getting some good 50-50s out of it. I think it's just a good idea, but not the best implementation of when to do it, when to go for it. Or at least, he has to do a little bit more filtering to make sure that he goes for it when he should and not when he shouldn't. When he should actually be going for a clear.
Yeah, but that's definitely going to be interesting to see how to get around that. So, for human players, it's of course way easier to tell what you have to do. For bots, it's a little bit harder, especially if you don't have machine learning for it.
Yeah, I mean, the bots don't have intuition about what to do. They do literally exactly what you tell them to do, and there's no common sense involved, unfortunately.
But it's definitely going to be interesting to see how it plays out, because I definitely think that's the big future for RLBot, is reading and going for 50-50s.
Well, especially in like ones, for example, just having really good 50-50 code can make a huge difference. And
Also,
less likely to be capitalized against, even if it doesn't go quite right.
Also, that was a really nice play by Borat, taking the pass to Bottomus and then going for the 50-50 at the right time. But
yeah,
didn't really work out, and now Bumblebee gets the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it took him a minute, but he finally got it. You keep the ball on the enemy side of the field long enough, and if you look at the shots, you probably see something like 6 shots for Beehive and 1 at most for Trice at this point. I don't have the stats directly in front of me, but if you watch Beehive matches enough, you notice that they take generally at least like 5 times the amount of shots as their enemies do.
Often
they just always find pressure.
Yeah, often they always shoot 3 or 4 times before they score as well. First hitting the backboard a couple of times, still defense has no options.
Yeah, it's kind of like the boxer's motto: punches and bunches. You just keep them coming, and eventually things start getting through. That's just all there is to it.
These areas are also really weird. Like, they're really speedy, but he also turns off. Like, he turns a lot, and I don't know why he's doing it, but it seems to be working out really well.
The ball's finally on the blue side of the map. I'd really like to see Trice do something with it. That's on target, actually. Maybe.
With a long clear.
Back pass, maybe?
Let's see what Arctis has to do. That's the thing, you have to like almost 1v3 there, and somehow there are always 2 Bumblebees are back in goal, so...
Yeah, they're pretty much just waiting to swat it back to your side of the net if you happen to make it back to them. You have to win several 50s in a row to keep it on their side of the map, generally.
Generally, yeah. Or you have to be really fast out of defense, but I think that's really happening with these aerial interceptions.
This is dangerous. Somebody going to go for that?
That looked really close, but it's still a goal.
He almost got to it. He let it sit there way too long, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, it had to come off the back post. It crashed into the goal.
That's exactly it. He hit it hard enough where it bounces closer to the offense than it does the defense. So he gets a clean shot at it.
It always seems that Bottomus is always ramping up goals. And it only scored its first goal after more than a minute, and generally it takes it easier to score. But that might just be a placebo effect.
I am 100% sure that Bottomus, sorry, not Bottomus. Bottomus is the Bumblebee's creator's RLBot, the predecessor to this one. Kind of like a clone of some sort. At any rate, without a doubt, its behavior changes when it gets ahead. There's some kind of, I smell blood in the water mode that it goes into. It starts scoring so much more.
I have the same belief, but they like to deny that it is true. But maybe they just don't want us to do that as well.
Well, it was confirmed without a doubt that Bottomus had done that. Now, played differently, at least depending on the score. And I have no doubt that Beehive almost certainly does as well.
It definitely
and if they're
does.
denying that, they are fibbing.
It definitely has an aggressive meter, because with Python++, Bumblebee gets another nice goal. But with Python++, when we were on the qualifiers, he asked me, should I turn up the aggression so it hits the ball more often? I was like, sure, whatever, just go for that. But I don't know how much it is internally able to read the matches.
I'm not sure the mechanism behind it, but something there exists, and it's definitely seems to be ramping up at this point as Bumblebee keeps racking up the score and getting unanswered goal after unanswered goal. Things are not looking that great for Team Trice. If they're going to have a comeback here, they're going to need to do it now.
Yeah, or they're going to go for the reverse sweep. Of course, normally we had a best of 3 in the league, but it's now best of 5. But yeah, then you have to win.
They do have more chances to come back, but it's not looking like they'll get to utilize them. It just looks like it's going to be more chances to
Bumblebee
to lose, unfortunately.
Once again, a really nice play, but no contention at all from Trice.
Nobody contested the ball at all, and then the net was pretty open. There was one, Trice bot that was somewhat in place, but didn't even flip the contest or anything at all at the shot. That might be it.
And there we have it, another mercy rule. Is Bumblebee just going to mercy this entire tournament as well, or is someone going to be able to stop it?
Well, I can tell you that I really, really hope that Trinity can at least put up a decent effort. But it's looking scary right now. I wouldn't want to be a bot facing Team Beehive right now. That is for sure.
Well, that is assuming you're going to beat Python++ in your next match.
That is assuming that, and we'll see how that goes. I haven't actually ran any tests against Python++. In fact, most of the bots weren't, at least their modern versions, were not available to test against. So it's kind of like we'll just have to see how things go.
Yeah, I think Cryo likes to keep his source code really closed off.
Oh yeah, he doesn't like anyone looking at his code at all. He's rather protective of it. He doesn't want anyone playing the old version of his bots either, because he doesn't want them to get the wrong impression, and that his real bot would totally destroy them. But the ball actually went close to the Beehive net for a moment, but then it's just a counterattack. That was a really hard hit. There was just counter going the other way. Nobody on Trice far enough back. And Beehive with the early lead again.
Yeah, we're starting how we ended off the last 2 games, with Beehive scoring a lot of goals.
Well, I think Trice has only scored 1 goal so far, and that was when he got Braziled.
Yeah, it was game 1.
Things are not looking great. There's another one.
That was a really nice shot, bar down.
Yeah, that was a great shot. And that's the other thing. A lot of Bumblebee's shots, not only are they often on target, but they're highs and towards the corners and hard. There would be shots that quite often would be hard for human players to save. And we're asking bots to do it. They don't go about things the right way more often than not.
Yeah, bottomless shots have always been amazing, and I think people often overlook them, but there's no denying that some good shot clear can definitely help your defense as well, because it also has these powerful players where it just shoot basically from all the way back.
Well, if you have shot code to where you could put the ball pretty much anywhere you want with power, not only can you put it on net whenever you want, you can pass it to your teammate, you can hit a mirror shot, you can hit around somebody who's coming after you. Just having that versatility is huge, and most spots don't have anything close to that. And I don't think any bot has as good shot placement as Beehive/Bottomless does.
No, it's somewhat a well-kept secret, even though the source code is available.
Yeah, I've never looked, to be quite honest. There's a lot of, I think, pride in a lot of our bot makers. It's like, okay, I want to do my own homegrown thing. I don't just want to, copy whatever the quote-unquote best thing is. So a lot of people don't copy, source code, even if it's available, and that is a goal for Trice.
That was a really nice goal.
Showing signs of life.
He crept up on the left side, the ball came there, and he put it nicely home.
He got a little power on it too. That was nice. It's good to see Trice put in on a little effort here, showing, hey, I'm still here. I'm still here to play. It's on offense again. Couldn't get there in time. It didn't have any boost. Can't blame it.
This might be it though. One more goal and it's only a 1-goal game, and that's missed by Bumblebee. But the second one clears it all up.
Let's see if he can. Oh, this looks like it's going to be pushed towards Trice net again. Bumblebee backing off. He didn't have enough boost apparently. Here comes a shot on net probably. Nope, a little
bit off, but I see already one Bumblebee flying in. Takes it past one, takes it past another.
And any missed shot is just a pass for Team Bumblebee. Like, oh, I missed it? Okay, I'm going to send a guy over there to intercept it right away, and all of a sudden there's a goal in your net. That's just all there is to it.
Yeah.
And we're seeing a little bit more of the same. Team Beehive putting on a show, showing that it is a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, I don't think it still only has lost one game so far.
And anyone tuning into this might not know, but Trice is actually a very good bot. I mean, they're all the same bot; they just have different names. But it's a very solid bot. This is not some crappy low-tier bot that Bumblebee is destroying right now. It is one of the best bots that there are. It just shows you how dominant Team Beehive is being right now.
And it's definitely true. You might think Cryo is not that great, but you will see him in the next match in Python++ as well, and there he's definitely the defensive carry for the team.
It just goes to show how dominant the Team Beehive has been. And this bot came out of nowhere. Beehive did not exist, to my knowledge, before this tournament. At least not in any real capacity.
No.
I mean, it came onto the scene out of like nowhere.
But it is really heavily based on Bottomist and has all its utilities. So that I think
I'm sure it exists mostly as Bottomist, but with like Hive Mind code thrown in there.
Yeah, it's basically the strategy code that got added.
So obviously it had a really good base to start from, because Bottomist, of course, being one of the best bots for a long time now.
Basically, in all game modes, it's all been great. But he misses here, and Arthas gets another goal.
As you can see, defense is definitely the weak point for Team Beehive. If you can get on offense, you can often get a goal in the net. They leave it empty quite often. They'll accidentally own goal quite often. It's just getting into offense is so hard against them that it doesn't really matter most of the time. But it's nice to see. Oh, this is a wide open net. That's not good to see.
Yeah, that's the issue as well. You finally get your hard work goal, and then Bumblebee just immediately scores.
Yeah, I think he went for boost and then got on the wall and was like, what am I doing here? I'm confused. What's going on?
No, I realized I left my net open.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Trice finally put 2 goals in the same game. This is the most he's scored in the game so far. And it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. Hopefully he can clear this.
At this rate, he's more fighting off mercy than going for the victory.
I think not getting mercied is a win for Team Trice at this point. That's definitely a victory.
But look at these shots.
I don't think it's a victory that he's going to accomplish at this point, but he's going to go for it. He scored a few times. That's something, right? He's not going home totally empty-handed.
Well, and he still has a shot at the third place match as well.
Yeah, that's definitely true. And of course, we're going to have to see who ends up in the third place lineup. But we know almost certainly that Cryo is going to be there, unless a miracle descends from the heavens to turn things around for him. Maybe we can disconnect 2 of the beehives, 2 of the bumblebees, and he'll have a shot. I don't know.
It's sad to see that we didn't see much of the double touch code that we did see in the first goal. It was a really nice goal, but so far we haven't seen any other.
I think it's just really circumstantial, because for bots, double touches just happen naturally quite often, honestly. It's like, did I hit the ball too high? Let me go for an aerial now that it's there. And it like, they don't tend to actually look, is this a double shot? Double touch? Should I go for it? It's just like, oh, it's an aerial. Okay, I can hit it. I'm already up there. and it just happens by happenstance. But it looks so nice when you see it.
Yeah, but I don't think he has had many long balls that are really high that he follows up with an aerial. Because
Well, the problem is he's sinking all his shots, so there's no chance for.
Yeah, there's no chance to.
You know, it's like if you don't miss, you don't have to put on the fancy shot afterwards. That's just all there is to it.
And that was game 1 or series 1, game 3.
Yeah, there's match 1 maybe, but the 3 very dominant wins by Team Beehive, and rather unfortunate outcome for Team Trice Forest. What do you want to call them? I don't know.
Yeah.
Trice something or another. That was rough.
I think we got Dark Shield lined up for an interview, who is the creator of Bumblebee. I don't know if he's ready.
Hey, Dark Shield.
Hey, Dark Shield, how you doing, man? How you feel about your victory here?
Oh, it was great. I didn't expect such a big victory, but I guess Cry wasn't updated in a while, so it's bound to happen.
Oh, he was actually updated this week. We had to approve his update, so I'm not going to give him that excuse. But did you make any updates to Bumblebee? Is Bumblebee sporting any extra new shiny new code that we should know about?
In the final week, not very much. Only the double touch code, which we didn't see really this time. The first goal wasn't really a double touch; it was just a regular aerial.
Yeah, it was just catching the backboard off a shot.
The double touches don't happen very often, unfortunately, but that's okay.
But you actually have code to go for double touches. It's not just totally coincidental.
Well, it only decides in the air, like not on the ground. So yeah, it's kind of coincidental.
Okay, well, still, it looks nice. Whatever you're doing is working, obviously.
Thank you.
So, what do you think about the next match that's coming up? What are your predictions?
Trinity versus Python++?
That's correct. That's the next match coming up.
Well, Trinity has beat Python++ in the league play, so I think it will repeat.
I like what you're thinking.
Do you think,
Jared?
Python++ doesn't have very good team play, so it can happen.
Jared, what were you going to say there?
Well, who would you rather want to play in the final, or does he think whatever, I can beat them both? It's all right.
Basically, the question is, who do you most want to see in the final, Dark Seal? Do you want to see Trinity in the final, or do you want to see Python++? And why?
Trinity, because I don't want Bodymus to face Beehive in the finals.
Oh yeah, there'd be a little sibling rivalry.
Yeah, exactly. I want to fight Trinity in the finals.
Well, that's not so secretly. That's what I'm hoping for too. But I guess we're gonna have to wait and see.
Well, thank you for joining us, and we might have you over another time after Beehive wins the final. If he does that, of course.
After Beehive wins, he's rigging it already. It's already in the works.
I set up the sentence structure
just
wrong.
Following the script.
Yeah. We've been bribed.
Yeah, he sent over some Bitcoin. It's all set up. We don't have to worry about it. We'll just continue this farce in the time being.
But yeah, I think it's time for the next match.
Thanks for joining us, Darkzil. I think it's time to start the next one.
Thanks for having me.
And we're probably going to do a switch out. East, are you ready to take over casting duties for me?
Yes, I am here, ready for some casting.
Isn't Tara gonna join you, or?
I thought it was East. Am I getting it wrong? I'm wrestling everything up.
Yeah,
it's correct.
I'm supposed to leave at any rate.
Yeah, we're gonna do a big switcheroo. East and Tara are
Okay,
going to do the next
so
one.
this is impossible. I'm signing off for now. I will see you guys later.
That is because
Thank you.
that way we have it so that no one has to cast his own bot. Because I created Landfair, who's in Python++, and Impossible is obviously the creator of Camille, who plays on Trinity. So we're just gonna watch it from the side and yell at our screen whenever something goes wrong.
Yes, that's correct. And thank you for giving us the stage. Tahad, are you ready?
I think so. Can you hear me okay?
Oh, you're
I think
bit
you might
low
be
for
a bit.
me.
I think you
Low?
might be a
I
bit
can raise
quiet.
myself. Hang on 1 second.
But yeah, we are going to see Trinity versus Python++. And as you heard, Impossible was a bit biased here about Trinity, and that's because Trinity is his team. Python++, on the other hand, consists of 3 different bot makers. We have Landfear, which is by Jeroen. We have Bodymus, which is by Darkseal. And then lastly, we have Codename Cryo, which is by Bluefire. So we just saw Codename Cryo and his bros, and they did not do super great. So do you think it'll be better for this match?
Yeah, I think so. I think Codename Cryo always is a strong contributor to a team, and this will be a nice way to mix things up. But Trinity is a super strong competitor. If you remember that caster from last match, the one who sounded very American, that's the guy who made Trinity.
Yeah, and Trinity is 3 Camels, and Camille is known for her double jumps, but sometimes we also get to see an aerial. So I think we have a lot of things coming up in this match. Like, this could be a really exciting match. And I
Yeah,
think
I agree.
Jeroen is about to start it here. Now, I have been debating with myself whether 3 bots of different types are better than 3 of the same. Like, there's definitely some good things about being 3 of the same bots.
Oh my gosh, that's a fast goal. Camille
Okay.
scores already. Wins the kickoff and then reads the bounce off the sidewall perfectly. Yikes, what can you do about that?
That's just like the last series where Bumblebee took a shot and scored within 6 seconds. This was only 4 seconds.
Setting the tone, setting the pace. Whoa, look at that pinch. Nice aerial by Landfear. Not quite on target though.
We have a challenge in the middle. It's going towards the blue side, but Camille is up for it clear. Did Camille get a new name? Like, I see underscores in the name this time.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. Maybe it indicates some slight updates.
Interesting. This is a new version. Watch out.
They should have watched out. It's too late. Camille just scored again.
This version is kicking ass, so Trinity's already up 2, and it's only 43 seconds in. Let's see if Python++ can come back from this. Maybe they can use their diversity as an advantage.
We have a special message from the maker of Camille in Twitch chat. He says the underscores are her wings. So you heard it here first.
Ah, okay. That's interesting.
I think it's very beautiful.
We have some back and forth across the middle. Camille with a clear. Badimus is up and saves it. Prevents Camille from taking any shots.
I've seen Bodymus do a nice job of being fast to the ball, getting a little bit higher than Camille in a lot of situations. Hopefully, Bodymus can turn that to a full advantage soon.
Yeah, but he probably can't do it alone, and we've seen before that Landfear is a really good support for him. Like, Landfear is good at just following up or making the initial play that will set up something for Bodymus.
Yes.
And we'll see if that can happen again. Camille here with a bit of a double commit.
Oh, here comes an aerial from Bodymus. He gets it towards center, but wow, Camille clears it so fast.
That's a big clear. Ball is rolling. Camille makes a long shot and follows up, and it's goal.
Wow. Just stuffs it in right under the crossbar, leaving no room for error.
Camille is looking strong in this first game.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Beehive has been the only undefeated team during the league. but a very close undefeated team has been Trinity. They only lost to Beehive, so it looks like we have the two strongest teams already from just those stats. But you never know, because the other teams have also had some really good games and can definitely pull off some nice plays.
That's right. And then a few updates to shake things up, and also in RLBot, anything can happen.
Yeah, like there's also just the randomness that you never know who has a good day or a bad day. Camille is approaching Jarn's net, but I think Cryo's there for the defensive save.
A nice little touch from Cryo, but no follow-up. Dangerous ball. Ooh, it's in.
Oh, I think Bodimus kind of set it up there.
Yeah, defensive mistake, knocking it off the back wall instead of into the corner. And good positioning from Camille to be able to take advantage immediately.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, that's a great kickoff for Camille. The ball just happens to go straight to her.
And once again, doing that double jump to put it in right under the crossbar. I think back in the day when Camille did a double jump, she would not tilt the nose up and couldn't quite get the full height. Now she's tilting.
Yeah, there was definitely an update at some point that made sure she tilted to get the maximum possible height. Which also means he's one of the few bots that actually can take advantage of it and do a or get really far into the air without using any boost, while other bots, yeah, no, some of them doesn't even aerial. Now Bodimus takes the go.
Nice setup by Lanfear. Goes across and Bodimus. Look how far out to the left Bodimus had to sweep to get that angle. Bodimus knows how to do it, and he did it.
He saw it instantly. He had to take that big curve, and he did it.
Oh, Lanfear. Oh my
It's
gosh.
on the post.
I was scared there. I'd really love to see Python++ come back into this. Not much time though. And Camille scores again, making it seem less possible, less likely.
Yeah, from what I can tell, it's the rotations from Python++ that is not as optimal as it could be.
Yeah, they kind of ended up crowded together on the goal line.
Yeah, and we even saw a few open goals where Camille had an easy time scoring. So, yeah, while they do have Cryo, for instance, who's really good at defense, it's just not enough. He can't do it by himself. Oh, and
30 seconds left now.
That was a close one. Bodimus almost own goal, but he got it.
Wow, team pinch for the defense. Camille is just constantly testing Python++ defense. Relentless, absolutely relentless.
I'm glad to see that Camille is so strong. I think this is one of the strongest versions of her we have seen so far. And that's game 1.
Good game. Dominant performance by Camille. Reminds me of Beehive. Oh, it looks like
A bit, yeah, a bit. The
Beehive
scoreline
got
was
the
about
Brazil.
the same.
Trinity got 6-1, so almost.
If Trinity can keep up that momentum, then it'll be no problem winning against Python++. But I'm sure Python++ is going to make a comeback now.
Stylish play by Lanfear. Doesn't get much on the ball though. Camille bumps Cryo into oblivion.
Yeah, disables anything from him. Also prevents him from getting back in time to this offense, but Bodimus got it. He's flying to the corner.
What? I like how Bottomus chipped it and followed with an aerial immediately. Now nobody wants it apparently.
It's
Oh,
lingering
Cryo
on the
wants
blue
it.
side. Cryo sees it.
We have a little bit of timidity from Camiel, and Cryo came in and sealed the deal.
Yeah, that was just a bit too much hesitation, and Cryo took it. So yeah, Cryo can definitely do and play up to the opportunities that he gets. It's just about creating those opportunities when you're also under pressure from a team like Camille and Trinity. It is.
That's right. It's hard to find a gap to punch through when you got Camiel swarming all over the place.
Cryo on defense, Lanfear and Bottomus in the offense now, but
Lanfear's
Lanfear got
up.
an aerial. It's
Oh, I think that was on target. Cryo, Cryo, Cryo! Oh, what a great save by Camiel.
okay. It looks like Trinity lost their momentum. This is we're definitely seeing more shots from Python this time.
Good block by Cryo. Oh, Camiel was going for the shot but got bumped. Now it's Bottomus' turn. Not hard enough.
Camille double jumping. Oh no,
But-
it's far.
Too bad. It was like some kind of double jump dribble session. Just kind of missed it at the end.
And we have a small team bump on Trinity. Python is making their way to the blue half. It's a miss from Bottomus.
Camiel working it down the field, trying to tie this up. Uh-oh, open net? No, who's there? Cryo gets there in time.
Camille was also just bumped there in the last second, so she didn't have the control she wanted. But there you go, that's a shot on goal. It's not a very hard shot, but it gets it past the defenders.
Yeah, just a gentle lob, and I think we caught Lanfear a little bit out of position. I'm not sure who to blame really, but nobody was back. And it's
I
all
think,
tied up with half, or a little bit more half time remaining.
Camille will control, she's challenged. Bottomus takes it to the blue corner. But it's blocked by Camille.
Cryo with the pass back. Bottomus. Oh, everybody committed to that on Python++. That was a mess. Looks like they escaped their mistake this time. Oh no. Oh, that was
With a
dangerous.
pass, but it's not in. It doesn't make it. Pinch from the other corner.
Good clear. Wow, hard clear. Is that going in? Camiel's up. Oh my god!
Oh, what a save!
Just barely.
What a shot! I think there was a pinch, and it was across the whole field. Wow.
That's a great moment. Nice job, Camiel, to save that.
Yeah, Camille just had time enough to go back and save that one. It was so close that it wasn't enough.
Whoa! Nice one, Bottomus. Perfect timing on that.
So Camille clears it to the side, but on the bounce back into the mid, Bottomus takes it just in front of the other Camille's.
Yeah, I just got the perfect angle to hit it in near post so Camiel couldn't reach it. So now Python++ is leading once again.
Impressive considering the first game.
That's right, this is a great turnaround against that 6-1 scoreline last time. Python++ is making me believe.
Yeah, and just to clarify, even though the overlay might say there's only 3 games, it is best of 5. So who knows how long this series is going to be.
That's right, we're going the distance here. Less than a minute left. Python++ trying to stay in the lead, keeping on the pressure.
Camille takes it to the orange corner.
Oh,
Oh,
no! I can't believe you've done this, Lanfear.
Oh, a missed touch from Lanfear, and it's now tied.
Camille sent that ball rocking across the goal line, and Lanfear just couldn't resist touching the ball. Gives away the lead. Now it's 40 seconds left, anybody's game. Nice chip by Camille, she's going to follow it up. Open, empty net, and she scores it.
What a beautiful shot on the backboard and then a follow-up. Gets it past all the defenders, no problem.
And has to physically dodge Lanfear and Bottomus on the way in.
Oh,
Python
what a
plus
terrible
plus.
moment.
Redeem yourself, don't throw it all away like that.
There we
Cryo
go.
scored! I didn't even see what happened, I need the replay. It's a kickoff. Cryo wins the kickoff by getting there first.
Yeah, and I think...
Bounces off the sidewall.
Oh, there was a Camille who finished it.
Yeah, misplay on the defense. The kickoff was just so strong, it was unsavable.
Wow. And the other Camille was stuck in goal, unable to help. So I think that's why they had to do that play. And that was just not the play to do.
Yeah. Well, that was a great setup by Bottomus. It's too bad Lanfear didn't go aggressively on that. Still tied up, 10 seconds left. Are we going to overtime? Camille coming towards net. No, blocked by Cryo. Camille looking for the save, makes the save. 3 seconds left. Is it going to touch?
I'm ticking. It's overtime.
We got overtime. Perfect. Camille wins kickoff. Nobody's back. Okay, finally they're going back. We're on defense. Lanfear, the cheeky backwards clear. And Bottomus doing aerial heroics.
Yeah, with a clear. It's right back. Camille now with a backwards dribble.
Everybody wants to go backwards. It's about style points now. Oh, Camille with a backwards takeoff on an aerial. I'm not sure why she did that aerial, but it looked cool.
I wouldn't go for such risky plays, but okay. It's not my game.
Yeah, they have no sense of urgency here. Don't they know this is the finals of the league, I mean?
Yeah, they just need one goal, and they are one game closer to the finals. Now, Camille did win the first match. The first match quite big, but it seems like Python++ has now warmed up and in great shape.
Oh no!
This one is dangerous.
No!
Oh, no.
Wow.
Oh, he tried so hard. Cryo. But no, the ball rolls up the post, hits the crossbar, and yeah, it goes in.
Oh, Bottomus. Oh, Bottomus. That was such a hard-fought match, and it looked like the Python++ comeback we all dreamed about. But
Yeah.
Camille managed to edge him out in overtime.
For a moment, it looked like Python++ had it. Like they were even able to throw a goal there, while Lanfear conceded. I don't know. That was probably a mistake. Maybe it was just not fast enough. But it really gave Camille a chance to come back, and so she did.
Well, let's see how this next one goes. If I were Python++, I'd be a bit demoralized, but at least that game was much better than the first.
That's true. And if they just keep running the same code, well, then this game should be just as good.
Bottomus is on the attack, disrupted by Camille.
Camille with a nice, well, not quite a half flip, but a turn. It's rolling towards the middle. Who has it? Camille takes it to the corner. She aerials, but just hits the corner. Not even close to the ball. Sure. Cryo with a
nice shot by
nice
Cryo.
challenge.
It's going to be high, needs to follow up.
Not
Not
quite,
quite.
the follow-up. Yeah, we have some assistance from Bottomus.
Come on, Bottomus,
What's happening?
nice
The
gentle center.
suspense.
Oh, blocked by Camille. That was going to be a good pass, though. Ooh, double commit. It's okay.
They rotate, it's okay, but Camille is now back on the offense. We are on the orange half, and Bottomus with a nice clear.
Good clear down the sideline. Is that Lanfear coming in? I can't quite see. Pass it.
Yeah, it is. We have a big back and forth here this game.
Lanfear wasting all the boost with an aerial 2 feet off the ground. Cryo, shot blocked.
Lanfear
Lanfear
loves
loves
lower
one.
one. Blocked by the next Camille.
We're still 0-0, 2 minutes in. This matchup is tense.
It's so even now. Camille makes a great centering, but no one's there.
Nice pinch by Lanfear. Camille stalls in the corner. Seeing a lot of pressure come out from Python++.
Yeah, and it's so even right now compared to what we've seen before. But I guess we're just waiting for one of the rotations to break. Somebody to make the wrong move. Oh, and that's the wrong move.
Don't tell me that was Bottomus again.
I think it was.
Ouch.
That's very unfortunate. Bottomus touches is just wrong, so the ball jumps right in the top far corner.
Yeah, it's a shame. And Bottomus is such a strong contributor to this team, it hurts to see these little missteps.
Yeah. At least he's contributing in other ways.
Yeah, that's right. Definitely got some goals. Oh, come on, Cryo.
Not quite fast enough.
Cryo got baited and almost cost him a goal.
Camille hit the post twice, actually. She's still putting on the pressure.
Bottomus swooping in, going for redemption. Too many Camille's in the way. Oh, that almost squirted in. Camille gets lucky.
Bounced on the post, yeah.
Camille over one. Bottomus doing dangerous, crazy things. Cryo bails him out. I think one of Cryo's strongest qualities is defense. Another great quality is very fast kickoffs.
Yeah. Cryo's like a guardian of the net. But he does trust his teammates to also defend at some time.
Yeah.
This is one of those times where it goes wrong. Camille with his shot on goal, and it's open. Like they're not fast enough to rotate back.
Yeah. Well, we've ended the last minute. Python++ is down by 2.
Yeah, Trinity just needs to keep this goal line and they will win.
And yeah, that would polish off the entire series, right?
Yeah, that would end the series, and Trinity would have it. Here's an open goal, another one in the bank.
Yeah, we had a collision on Python++ on the goal line, leaving it open for Camille.
Well, this is going to be hard to come back now.
That's right. They're gonna have to do 10 seconds per goal. If anybody can do it, it's Cryo's kickoffs.
Yeah, follow up by Bottomus shot. It's possible.
Camille is
definitely have the
absolutely
mechanics.
parking the bus. Oh, Bottomus.
He tried.
He's going for that downward pinch.
He knows he needs to hurry, but he missed. And now Cryo's carrying it to the Blues half again, but no, time is just running out. It's game over, and Trinity takes the second game and goes to the grand final.
Well played. And the second match of that series was the most exciting one of the day for my money.
Yeah, so now the thing is, yeah, let's have Impossible coming back here, and we'll ask him a few questions about this match.
I want to ask him how much he paid Bottomus to throw.
Yeah. While we are
Okay.
waiting for Impossible, I'm going to mention that the next match will be a third place match between Triforce and Python++.
Hey, how's it going, guys? You hear me okay?
We do.
Hello there.
Hello, hello, hello.
So, what a series. That was close at one point. What are you thinking right now?
I was thinking, thank God they own gold so much because Camiel couldn't score to save her life after the first game.
Yeah, like the first game was really strong, but then something happened. Like, I don't know, maybe one of them has some code that keeps them varying. I don't know.
I don't know what exactly it is, but Camiel is a very streaky bot where she'll do lots of really cool things in a row and then have like a slump where she's like the most retarded thing possible and like nothing works. So, I'm just glad we had a nice streak going on in the beginning, and then she didn't drop the ball too much later on to where it was unrecoverable.
Yeah, we definitely saw a nice streak in the start, so this sounds exactly like you're describing.
Yeah,
Now
it's a trouble she has, but I haven't been able to root it out yet.
well, if
Maybe
you
more
can,
protein in the diet will give her more consistent energy levels.
That
Try that.
sounds about right. A little bit more protein, give her a banana, and we'll see how things go.
Now, I'd like to see how many streaks we can get in the grand finals. Do you think they can keep up the streaks?
I'm hoping we get all of the streaks, just all of them in the world, and then things might get interesting. But I'll be honest with you, there's Beehive. I'm pretty sure Trinity would beat any other team for the most part, more on average by a fair amount. But against Beehive, things it's a totally different beast. You don't. I want to be positive. I want to think that it's possible. I think it's possible. Crossing my fingers, but I wouldn't put any money on it.
I think you have a chance. Like, Trinity is the other almost undefeated team, so it's going to be quite a match for sure.
I think she has a much better chance this week than previous weeks.
Yeah,
I put in some updates. I fixed some bugs in my code that have been there for a while, and I'm like, oh my god, how did my code still even function? And apparently it functions now, and it actually puts the ball towards the target sometimes, so that's a big plus.
nice.
So we'll see how things go.
So the last weekend has just been bug fixes and whatnot, or other changes in there.
She's more likely to go for aerials and less likely to miss them for no reason. Like I know in this last match she went for an aerial and just like jumped to the corner and wasn't even near the ball, for example. But she was doing that a lot beforehand. But now she actually hits the ball. So little baby steps. She's getting better with her aerials. Her wings are new. She's still working them out.
Yeah, nice. I think your changes definitely paid off. And I think now it's time to go to the next match. Now, because this is a third place match, our tournament runner is not able to do it directly, and the Euron is just setting up the match here in the background. And Impossible, you're going to stay and cast for that match together with Tarhard.
That sounds good to me. Terrahart is good company as always.
Nice to cast with you.
And this, despite the fact that they're both teams that lost, there's still two very solid teams here, and it's bound to be good regardless. Quite honestly,
For sure.
Like
I hope to see the Triforce defense actually standing up to what it is, and hopefully they can keep up with Python++'s pressure and wait for that moment where the rotations fail and they can come back and make a breakaway and take the shot. We know they can do it. We've seen it before.
That's one thing I would say. Triforce definitely has going for it. They're going to have much better rotations as a clone team than they are as the the conglomerate team. That they don't share the same code, so that each one doesn't know exactly what the other one's going to be doing. They don't work in concert together. I think that's Triforce's biggest advantage in this matchup.
Yeah. Well, I will be leaving you guys now. Good luck with the match, and I think your rune will start at any time now.
Sounds good. Looking forward to it. So, Ter, what is your
Yes.
prediction for this match? What do you think is going to happen?
I think Codename Cryo will be on the winning team.
I think that's a sure bet right there. For those who don't know, Codename Cryo is on both teams.
Whoa.
He consists entirely of the Triforce team, and he's one of the combatants on Python++.
We got a goal already. Completely
And,
neutral kickoff, and then Codename Boro was cheating up. First one there to follow up.
And that is one thing that Cryo is really, really good at, is just winning the kickoffs and putting on pressure right off the bat, trying to score before the enemy team has a chance to set up, really. And he does really good at it. He always has.
Yes, indeed. So we'll see the strong kickoffs, the strong defense, and Cryo knows how to aerial, as you can see. Here come bots flying in from every direction.
Well, to be fair, there's not all that much that I would say Cryo as a bot is not strong at. It's a pretty solid bot.
Yeah,
Probably
definitely
not good at
all-rounder.
ones, but that's not going to come up today.
No.
And it seems like there's a little bit of hit back and forth going on. No clear pressure winner here.
Yeah, a little bit ball chasey. Let's get some more passes in here.
Oh. Yeah,
Oh,
that was
no.
an own goal.
Did Bottomus up and do it again? I can't believe it. Yeah. Well,
that
I
was-
think it was on target already.
I think he was
not.
just trying. He was trying to nudge it out. And he just wasn't in the right place. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah,
We'll give him a little break. He's having a rough day.
that's true. One reason I feel okay giving Bottomus a lot of crap is because it's the same bot maker as Beehive. So,
Yeah, Dark Seal is
the-
already in the finals, so we can
Yeah.
make fun of his other bot, and it's okay. For sure. Good clear
here's-
by Bottomus there. It should be a center, unless somebody hits it. There's a good
Oh, no.
center. He trusted
No follow.
Trice to make a clear there, and he should have just went for it, apparently.
yeah. Respecting your opponents is usually not a good idea in the bot league.
It's only ever really beneficial against really good bots, which we happen to be against now. But even
That's
so, even our best bots are dumb bots. So you might as well go for it. I think if you're the front man, at least you might as well.
Yeah, in threes, always be aggressive.
Pretty much. That's my theory. Stay aggressive, apply pressure, as long as there are people behind you to back it up. And this is a center. Maybe it looks like you might get a clear here. He overextended to Triforce, that is, but it looks like it recovered. You're going to clear it out. And now it made its way back to the orange side. Oh, it's going back again. Got a little bit of ping-pong back and forth action going on. Neither team seems to be able to put on too much pressure. I think
Or had
what
a-
they're... No, you
Or
can
had
go
an
on
open
ahead.
shot there and just didn't get the accuracy, unfortunately.
I think one of the things we're seeing here is we're not seeing consecutive touches very much. And that's when you see goals happen. That's when you see good clears happen and catching people off guard. And it really seems like you see red team hit the ball, you see blue team hit the ball. You see red team hit the ball, you see blue team hit the ball. And then right here, while I was saying that, they proved me wrong. That's just how it goes.
Yeah,
Basically, that was just a whiff. That should have been a save, but it just didn't happen.
yeah. I think Lanfear had every opportunity to make solid contact with that ball and just didn't.
It's a story every bot will see play out at one point or another.
That's right. Oh, Bora stuffs it, trying to center it, gets confused, and Bottomus gets more confused. I think was that an
I
own
think
goal?
Cryo actually pushed that in.
Really?
The Bottomus was definitely there.
Oh, yeah,
I
it's
think
been ambiguous.
Bottomus might have beat him to it, but he was definitely lined up for it. So
Okay.
I think it was going in regardless, one way or the other. That was going in.
Yeah, he certainly had reason to panic.
And this is looking a bit more one-sided than we might have guessed. Up 4-0 with 2 minutes left. That's still a lot of time for them to come back, but they're doing pretty good about making a lead here for themselves.
Yeah, Trice Force is looking fierce.
It's a shame that they had such a rough go going against Beehive, because they are a really good team. They're a nice team to watch. But at least we have a third place match, which is what this is now. You get to see bots, even if they lost, you get to see them more than once. So that's something.
Yep. So just to fill in for the missing overlay, which will just be the case during the third place match, this is game 1 of the series, and I believe it's a best of 5, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yep, best of 5. Good clear by Cryo there. Little off target. Let's see if Red can keep up the pressure here. If I had to pick a pressure winner, it was probably Red, but it wouldn't be by much for the most part. They just happened to score a little bit more. See if Bottomus here, he could do something. Not quite. Got it knocked over his head. Landfear with the whiff. See if Cryo can make something happen. Not quite. See if Blue can clear it out of their side.
They're doing their best.
Yeah, they're giving it the old college try, but I don't know. It's a good center.
Yeah.
See if anything can happen here.
They've only got 20 seconds to work with, and this is looking really grim.
And we got a whiff by Landfear there. Landfear seems to be having a rough match. He doesn't seem to be doing his best as he could. He's been making a lot of whiffs, actually.
Yeah, to be honest, I have to agree.
Got another opportunity here. Who's blocked. And that's game 1 in the books. 4-0, I believe. And in favor of Trice Force. Despite what the scoreline says, I don't feel like it was that dominant. It just felt like happenstance goals after happenstance goals.
Yeah, Trice Force
for the
got
most part.
all the good breaks. Yeah.
Basically, it felt like really even game, but just back and forth, and then somebody on Python++ would whiff, and then they just get a free goal out of it.
Yep.
Other than that, it felt like a really even game, so I think it could still go either way. Hopefully, Landfear greases his wheels and figures out what's going on here and comes back a little stronger.
Let's start up the next match and see.
And we got the kickoff here going off, which is, of course, always in Trice Force's favor, almost always. Got a cheat up.
Is it going to happen again? It's a replay of the opening of last game.
Absolutely, that's a great stall by right in the middle there. I think they're mirrored bots, and then the cheat up and put a nice, powerful shot on target. And nobody from Python++ was ready for it. Nobody saw that one coming.
This time it's Bottoms' turn to do the kickoff, and it squirts out to the side.
We got 2 up
Double
for an
commit.
aerial.
Still has boost somehow. Whoa, what a shot!
Wow, what a nice shot!
Every last ounce of his boost to get there for the second touch.
And you know why he had enough boost to do that? He
Why is
held
that?
down the jump button for once.
That's right. It's the change. It's the code change.
It makes a bigger difference than you would have thought. Quite honestly, you get a lot of extra upwards momentum of holding it on that jump button. And he wasn't doing it before. He is now, and he had just enough boost to make that shot.
Well, that was beautiful to see. Welcome to the highlight reel, my friend. Somebody clip it.
That should definitely be on there. That was a nice shot. It would be a great read if he wasn't a bot being given the coordinates of where the ball was going to be. But, we won't hold that against him.
Yeah. There's code reading it. It's just written by Chip, that's all.
Yeah. Chip OP, that's for sure.
Indeed.
So it's on the blue side yet again.
Good pinch on defense by Bottomus.
Despite the game seeming even for the most part, I am seeing the fact that Red happens to be the one scoring. That's a shot on target from Bottomus. Easy save. One thing you don't have to worry about for the most part, Trice Force is going to have somebody in goal to defend easy shots like that. which you can't really say for Python++.
Wow, look at that spinning aerial from Bottomus. He's doing that barrel roll. I like it.
He does like those fancy aerials. Yeah, it's over to the blue side again. Spending a fair amount of time over here in general. We got a little bit of a double commit. It's a coincidental save, but I'm sure they'll take that.
Yeah, a bit lucky there. Bottomus hitting it to his own corner.
It's a blessing and a curse what Bottomus does with the pass backs, because sometimes it sets his team up for a really great, powerful hit, and sometimes it goes into the net accidentally. It can really go either way, and you can even see Beehive do that as well. Sometimes they'll pass it back and it goes right into their own net.
I think he's following the golden rule because Bottomus is really good at taking advantage of passbacks. He just lobs bombs at the enemy net. Teammates not always the same as that.
If there's one thing Bottomus has always been known for, it's from his long-range shots that are he just lobs them over and over again at the enemy net. And maybe he's waiting for his teammates to make similar shots, and it doesn't always happen. See what they can. They finally made the ball over to the orange half. Somebody's up in the air from the longest aerial ever. Somebody, you might want to curb the aerial length. If you're going all the way across the field, it's probably a bit much. That's on target, I think, but really slow.
Yeah.
He interrupted the aerial, apparently. Let's see if that's on target, but slow. That's one thing Bottomus has is the mirror shots. So he'll hit it off the wall while making the redirect go towards your goal. So it gets around the enemy and it's still a threat, which is something not many bots have.
Yeah, I love those mirror shots. Something like angle of incidence equals angle of exit. What's that second word I'm looking for? I don't know. It's math. It works.
Math is hard. All right.
It is hard.
Let's put it out there. Big kudos to all the big brain math people that make all this stuff possible. Because I can tell you, I'm not one of them. That's for damn sure.
I can do vectors, and that's about it. Don't ask me about anything else.
That is about right. I got my vectors are down. Especially after working on a bot. But that's all you really need to make a pretty good functioning bot. As I think you can see by Camiel. It's kind of proof in the pudding. She's just vector math all over the place. Nothing more complicated than that. Because I can't do more complicated things. This is all there is to it. A good aerial from Landfear might have been saved by Cryo. And
attempting the redirect doesn't go well.
We're not seeing much offensive pressure from Python++. We at least saw one shot from Landfear there, but there's been a whole lot of no real dangerous stuff going on otherwise. Even Triceforce isn't putting too much pressure on net anymore. I think they're just kind of waiting this game out, waiting for the next one.
Well, 30 seconds left. Let's see if Blue can get on their horse.
Let's see if they can at least get it out of their corner. It spends most of the time there. Cryo missed the boost there. It's dangerous. Don't own goal it. Thank goodness somebody cleared it out.
We have no trust for Bottomus at this point.
Yeah.
Always terrified.
I mean, I have to send the Python++ team a gift package or something for scoring all Camiel's goals for it.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's a little rough. They're having a bad day, for sure. And that is game 2. 2 games to none in favor of Triceforce against Python++. This is a best of 5, so we're waiting on a reverse sweep for Python++ to have any chance to take the number 3 spot.
Chat, do you believe in the reverse sweep?
Is it going to happen? Let's check chat. What do you guys think?
They think, Mamma Mia, this abatza like a pizza di mama? I don't know if that applies.
Will says nope. He has no faith. Goose Fairy has no faith. Nobody has any faith. Nobody believes in Python++. Oh, those poor bastards. Well, we're going to find out one way or the other. I can say that Codename Cryo Triceforce team is winning, but it's not like dominant by any means. I would say that they definitely have a chance, but they're getting kickoff goals. Oh, they finally
nice save
saved
by
it.
Bottomus.
That was almost a three-peat, but they finally saved the leadoff kickoff goal. It might be a
Oh, the aerial.
sign of things to come. That was a nice aerial from Bottomus. Didn't go in, but it looked good. He was
Good job by
spinning it.
Cryo for being there.
Yeah. The spinning is terribly confusing, but it looks good. That's a triple commit on the offensive side from a Python++, which is a little scary. I don't know what happened there. It looked like a shot was going to happen, and maybe somebody backflipped. I don't know. Dangerous.
Whoa! What a pass.
Yeah, it just went right. It was a
Cryo's-
pass across the net, and he was there ready for it.
Oh,
Bottomus,
actually. Okay, I
Bottomus
shouldn't have
is
said what a
passing
pass.
a
That was
whole
bad
lot.
manners.
Unfortunately, I mean, that wasn't even really a pass back. I think he just tried to clear it. He's clearing it across the net, which is very dangerous, especially if you're a bot, and that's what happens.
But how about Cryo's positioning, being in the perfect place to just slam that in back post?
That is one thing Cryo is very good at with his rotations and trying to be in the right place at the right time. It's one of his best strengths right now. He's probably one of the he might be the best rotating non-hive mind bot. It's very likely.
Bottomus putting on the style as always. Oops.
And then whips it. It's funny how you can see the bots do something that looks so cool that requires so much precision, and then they whiff.
Yeah.
It's just funny. That's the dichotomy of bots. They do all these really cool, precise things, and then they just flub it.
Just flapping back and forth between diamond and bronze.
Pretty much. Oh, that's a shot on target. Somebody should save it. There we go.
Well done, Trice Force, and follows up with an aerial. Sky high.
Well, let's
A
see if we can
pass.
get the...
Ooh, hard
Not on
shot.
target.
Wide.
Got a nice clear, hit it to the side. Followed up to the side. Let's see if they can clear it out. No, it's going to be centered. Cryo clears it out for him. It's a good clear. He seems to hit it to the side a lot, not to an enemy player, so it actually has a better chance of leaving his side than a lot of shots. That's a little dangerous. Is that on target? It is.
Wow.
And there we go.
That's what Bottomus does.
This is like the first. Is this legitimately the first time Python++ has scored this match? It feels like at least one of the
might
first
be.
times.
It might be. But yeah, what a lob. Just bombed it from his own half. And even managed to get the accuracy while he was driving on the side rail.
Yeah, I mean, Bottomus, if you give him space to line up his shot, he will put it on target almost every single time. And if my memory serves, I think the first game was 4-0, second game's 2-0. So I think that literally was the first time that Python++ has scored.
Well, reverse sweep is activated, it would seem.
That's a center. Is somebody there? Nobody is there to hit the ball in. It was a beautiful center, just not taken advantage of. See what Bottomus can do here. He's centering it. There's a lot of centering going on for the orange on the orange side, but nobody's there to clean up. Nobody's trusting Bottomus after all his own goals, apparently.
Oh, no.
Wow. And that was another own goal. I didn't see who did that one, but it was definitely an own goal.
Please don't be Bottomus. Please don't be
It
Bottomus.
couldn't have been Bottomus.
Okay, yeah, he's over there.
It was Cryo.
Interesting.
But Bottomus did
Oh.
the dangerous clear across the net yet again, which made them have to go do that. So he's not totally off the hook. I thought that was going to be a big boomer going back the other way, but I guess not. See what
Well, it's a
Lanfear
good
can
thing,
do.
because it went the wrong way.
Yeah, it went the wrong way.
Lanfear playing the
slowly
patient
following
game.
this up.
Bottomus
Something-
not playing the patient
Bottomus
game.
just totally hit him in the butt. Knocked that ball way out of position. Lanfear had the right idea. Stay there until they make you make a move, and hopefully it gets in range. But here comes it. Nope. I thought that was going to be a shot, but Lanfear just decides to smother it down. See what happens here. Bottomus is going to center it, I think. It's dangerous if anyone's there. They could get a
It's too
shot on it,
hard.
though. Not quite in position, unfortunately.
Nice setup for an aerial. Unfortunately,
Look
Cryo
like-
didn't turn on the nozzle.
It looked like he was going for like an aerial, 50-50 or something on that. I'm not sure if he has that coded or not. We'll have to ask Cryo afterwards if he does aerial 50-50s on purpose. shot almost on target, a little bit off. And Python++ really has to step it up a bit if they're going to score before the end of this game and get that reverse sweep going.
That's right, we're ticking down. 40 seconds remain.
Shot on target saved. That is the most weirdest aerial I've ever seen. Just kind of hovered in midair for like a literal minute there. Landfair at least didn't miss. He got a touch on it. It's going to be shot on target. Not quite. Knocked out of the way anyway. Let's see. Can they push it down the red side?
Bottomus with a nice shot. Goes wide. 10 seconds, just about. You gotta hurry.
You gotta center this. Somebody put it near their net. You got two
Bottomus
people on
and
blue in the
Lanfear.
corner.
They drove under it.
Somebody's got to hit
something.
It's going the wrong way.
Cryo has to save the day.
Cryo's running away. No, Cryo.
No.
Cryo officially threw that match on purpose. I'm calling it. He was running away from that ball. And that was it.
Good game, good series.
Triceforce with the win. Lanfear not carrying again, but as per usual. But at least Lanfear didn't own goal and whiffed too many times. Every time I saw him, he actually hit the ball, so that's an improvement.
Yeah, good game, and both strong teams. Triceforce earning a very well deserved third place among a very tough field in this entire league.
By watching league play, honestly, if I had to pick a third place bot, I definitely would have picked Triceforce. It felt like they were performing the best out of people who weren't Trinity and Beehive. Despite Triceforce obviously lost to Beehive, lost to Trinity, but they still looked really strong regardless. Even against those bots, it was always really close matches, and just usually just an all-round decent bot. So it's good to see him at least take third place. And I believe maybe somebody will be joining the call soon. Who are we getting in here? Does anyone know?
I was expecting East and Yaroon.
Well, we just have to
we have to get Blue Fire
first
well, right?
because he just won the third place.
Oh yeah, interview time.
You want to come in here
Yeah,
and vote?
Hi. Thanks for casting. It was a good game.
So how are you feeling about that match? Were you proud? Were you a proud papa, or were you kind of like, oh, thank God that worked out?
Well, I couldn't have lost, so I didn't really. There wasn't really a lot of stress, but I'm happy that they managed to win, especially after the losing in league play. I was quite surprised when Python++ won in league play. So, yeah,
I was very surprised about that too, quite honestly. But this is RLBot. Anything can happen, and usually does. So
yeah, I'm happy about the double touch that I got. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
4 lines that I changed.
It literally was, dude. Like, it literally was. You only had enough boost because you got that little bit extra momentum forward. Upwards.
Yeah.
So, like I said, man, for want of a nail, a kingdom is lost. You never know what little thing will make the difference. And that was a really cool shot. So kudos on that. And I definitely like the mindset to be like, I was going to win regardless. No other bot really had that. The only other person with 2 bots in the final is Darkseal, I think, or is on 2 different teams at least. So congratulations on number 3 spot. What are you going to do with the winnings?
I'm gonna have a very good sleep with it. There's not much I can do, right? With all the fame and glory.
Yeah, we only distribute imaginary RLBot bucks.
You got 3,000 RLBot bucks for taking the number 3 spot. So before you head out, let's hear your prediction. Who's gonna win, Beehive or Trinity?
Yeah, considering Beehive beat Trice and Trice won against Python, I think Beehive is the favorite by far. So
I just lost a little respect for you. No, it's
Well,
okay.
I'll be rooting for Trinity, but it's not looking in BI's favor.
It's looking
In Trinity's favor.
Believe me, from being across the field and looking across at Beehive, it's scary as hell. I wouldn't want to do that. Yeah, so I hear you now. Everyone's thinking Beehive's going to run away with this.
Yeah,
and
let's
I
just
don't blame them
hope
at
it's
all.
not gonna be a mercy.
My biggest hope is that it's just really good games. So at least if she loses, she can have some dignity. You know, that's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, she'll put up a good fight, I trust.
That's what I'm hoping for. So anyway, who are we getting in here to replace me? Thank you for coming, by the way, Blue Fire. I didn't want to shoo you off and ignore you or anything. I think we're moving on to the next thing, right? I don't know.
Thanks for having me.
Yep. And
Good game.
congratulations. Good job. All right, I see East. And is Jeroen coming back to cast the final? Is that the
Yeah, that's
plan?
correct.
Okay. Well, I'm going to
Yeah.
take off, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you
you.
so much for having me, and everyone root for Trinity. Root
Yeah.
for Trinity. I want to see yays and stuff in chat.
We might see you in a bit again.
Who
We
knows?
might. If Trinity wins,
A
I
winner
might come
interview.
back, but I wouldn't hold your breath. We'll all be in trouble and turn blue, and it'll be horrible. Anyway, guys, thanks for having me. I'll see you later.
See ya.
I'm heading out
Now-
too. Have a good grand finals.
Yeah, I
Thank
hope
you.
you
See
will.
ya.
I want to jump in the game as quickly as possible, but I'm still going to ask, who do you think is going to win?
Oh, you wanna ask me as well? I think Beehive might win it, but I'm really hoping that it will be a close match. We saw Trinity before, and they looked very strong compared to what we have seen before.
It would
So
be
I'm
amazing.
hoping it's going to be close.
It would be amazing to have all 5 games, but let's see how it starts out.
Yeah, there we go. Camille already with a pinch,
Setting up his first
And-
attack.
starting out with the control, but no. Bumpy clears it.
Oh, Camille already setting up another attack. Trying another pinch. Maybe that's the way to go against Bumblebee.
They're just looking at each other for now, testing out each other's.
Ooh, that's Fortunate
strengths.
miss, but Bumblebee also misses, so Camille gets a little bit lucky there. Starts to drive backwards. Maybe this confuses Bottom's interception code. The ball's been a lot in Bottom's half so far. I don't think he's used to that.
Can you pause the game for a second? I don't believe that the game should be 100% resources. That means Camille should never be 100% unless you're
that's-
running DFPS.
That is indeed correct.
It might be the RLBot GUI.
Oh, I don't know if maybe it's not updated. Wait, no. Yeah, it is under there. It is the old rendering.
Okay. Another thing, the overlay. We'll just have to turn it on again.
Good call, good call.
But yeah, I think
But here it is 50%, so I think it's all
Yeah.
fine.
everything's fine. Let's continue. Bumblebee already with a shot right as we start the game.
It was stupid by the bear though. He could have done this while he was already behind, but he went for the honest route. Let's see, Camille takes it past one Bumblebee. So far Camille's looking really strong, but
Yeah. Bumblebee has not been able to put any shots on target yet. Well, I guess they are on target, but Camille has saved them all. That's another big save, for instance.
the way he's shooting, he doesn't really need many shots. So it'll be interesting to see who gets his first goal in this chess-like game.
Bottomus is up, trying to block a shot here.
These are some unfortunate
Denied at
touches.
least. That's the center.
That was a
Camille is
fast
too
aerial.
slow.
There's another Camille that takes it out. Zero boost Camille, but the double jumps don't even need boost. Camille thought of going for an aerial, but he then realized that bottom is probably going to be faster anyway. There we have
Yeah.
a good shot, but Camille has wonderful defense, so that's not a problem.
Oh, he has a shot
Oh,
on
it
goal
might go in.
from Camille.
Camille gets
It's
the first
just in.
goal.
Just below the crossbar. What a shot.
What was Bumblebee 3 doing? Oh, he was just trying to push up, and then he realized, oh, this is going over my head.
Camille takes the first goal. Unexpected. But very exciting. Let's see.
Let's see what Bumblebee does in return. He gets a kickoff goal!
No way!
Of course, when you finally get a lead against Bumblebee and you concede a kickoff goal, that must be really bad.
What a start. Trinity fought so hard for that first goal and then they just... it's gone like that.
Now we're even again, so that's exciting. I think.
At least don't... yeah, bots at least don't have any mentality that can be broken. I don't hope so, at least.
Not just the code
There's
can be
no
broken.
reason to code that.
Nice save by Camille there. Nice dribble
Camille
as well.
is hanging out with 0 boosts.
Yeah, I noticed that it often has a little boost. This one also has 8, even though it did an across the field aerial, but it's definitely going to be an issue in the long run. So far it seems alright. The ball has been most in blue half so far, so Bottomers haven't really been able to get out of defense.
And yeah, we've seen how strong Bumblebee's offense can be, but his defense is actually a bit weaker. So if Camille can keep up the offense, just keep putting on the pressure, then maybe they'll put in some goals and take the lead and win.
And what Cruyff always used to say is that if you have the ball, the opponent can't score. So as long as you have all the pressure, then there's little chance that Bumblebee gets to actually shoot from close.
Yeah, definitely true. And I think that is the way you can defeat Beehive. You have to match the speed, even if it's just weak touches or something.
Yeah.
Match the speed and never give them the ball.
Because otherwise you get this Bumblebee with a really nice shot. And its first normal goal, not counting the kick goal, of course. It counts on the scoreboard and it's always nice, but he finally also scored from open play. Took him almost 4 minutes as well, so let's see if he can get more goals in, or he's just gonna try to secure out the 2-1 victory.
Beehive wins the next kickoff here. Nobody wants the ball though, so Bumblebee follows up into the corner. Challenge is...
That seems like a bad touch. I think this could be a good lineup for Bumblebee, but it's a bad shot. But that's a really nice aerial, and 2 Camille's are out of place. It's now an open net. The third one comes in. Oh, Bumblebee misses though.
It's crossbar and out.
But it still works because Camille was scrambling in defense. But yeah, that definitely should have been a goal. Got lucky that the original Camille didn't know how to jump there, because otherwise he probably would have popped it over Bumblebee number 2. But yeah, I think this game is in the bag for Bumblebee.
Maybe, yeah,
Another
maybe.
kickoff goal.
Oh yeah, that whiff.
What is that Camille in defense doing? That wasn't even hard or good placed. He just turns around way too slowly.
Oh god, when Impossible said that Camille has streaks and then they're always followed by a slum. Yeah, I see what he means. This is going downhill, man. Chat is saying that Camille is tilted, but I don't know. Maybe a bit nervous. I think that's it.
That's a whiff though. Might be a goal. Could have definitely used that. Oh, that's a nice touch, but no one there to follow. With 20 seconds remaining, I think Camille's gonna look towards the next game. We earlier saw a big swoop around in the Python ++ game where they got mercied, and the next one they lost barely in overtime. So maybe Camille can do something like this as well. And slowly it's getting out of hand, 5-1.
Yeah, and I think we'll see a game that is not a mercy. So Bumblebee is definitely having more problems than he used to.
Yeah, but the way it started out, I thought that Camille might actually have a really good chance. But sadly that went down the drain rather fast. No, wait, I have to do
Trinity still has a few games to make the comeback. This is only the first game of 5.
If we're gonna need all 5 games, that is. I don't think that Beehives like to lose single games, let alone series. But apparently Camille just needs more banana, so if everyone can give him a banana, then he might be able to take on Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Ooh, that once again a close one, but the Camille in defense is just a little bit off every time. This could have been a rather easy save, but he was still turning around with a jump.
All Bumblebee had to do was put a semi-weak shot in the low corner. And Camille was just not fast enough turning around there. I think they could have had it. They could definitely have had it.
And now they're behind again. See how they can pick it up. 5 minutes remaining, so plenty of time. And also plenty of time for Bumblebee to do a lot of good things. Such as this. Really nice inward field. It's not in though. I think he thought it was in himself because no one followed. He was like, this is in.
Yeah, definitely.
Such a good play.
His prediction might have told him that one was in. Because wow, that was so close.
Yeah, such a good paint as well, but Camille on the attack again. Nice touch to the side past Bottomus. Can he get it first? I think he could have, but Bumblebee managed to edge it out. Ooh, that's a bad touch, but Camille on 0 boost. Doesn't get the best challenge.
Camille is up, she decides not to boost all the way. And just let it hang.
That was a good block because the goal was definitely open. And that's a good follow-up as well. And this is a center ball. Can Camille get a shot? I think.
Camille with a chance.
There's no. Bumblebee is way faster. And Camille free in defense once again turns around wrong. I think that is the major issue Camille's having this game.
Trinity's goalkeeper is a bit nervous, it seems. Not really seeing the shots coming, even though they aren't even that powerful.
Yeah, he's just out of position every time. And that's definitely gonna cost you.
Get your head in the game, Camille. You can do it.
Well, that was a nice start. I don't know how calculated it was, but semi-decent follow-up as well.
Camille on the post. Camille 2 clears it instead with a pinch. Gets past another one, but the last Bumblebee blocks it. It clears.
Yeah, once again we're a little bit in the up and down. Camille being able to handle the speed of Bottomus, or Bumblebee. I keep saying Bottomus, but yeah, it's those small errors that that Camille makes. The Bumblebee doesn't, and as well as these
beautiful aerial by Bumblebee here. Slamming it down from the midfield.
Between the Camille's. It's so good. There's nothing you can do. You have to play almost flawlessly to even get a chance, and that's what Camille's having trouble with. Is that even when you play flawlessly, Bumblebee just does that, and there's not much you can do about it. Okay,
yeah, you don't want those small mistakes in the grand finals. It's the highest level of play. Any mistake can cost you a lot.
Yeah, so far we haven't really seen any from Bumblebee. Sometimes he likes to own goal, but even that he has a safe buffer for it.
Oh, that might have been a pass to the enemy. They're good.
Camille flies in. The arrows seem to be a little bit off as well. Often going absolutely nowhere. But I think this is a big chance. Oh, it's on the crossbar.
Oh, another crossbar shot. We've seen so many shots on the crossbars this game alone.
Maybe you're a good
Camille with
follow-up.
another chance. Shot on the backboard. Any follow-up? No. Too late.
1 minute 45 remaining. There's a lot of time for Camille, but Bumblebee gets another goal. And then that time becomes a little bit less favorable. Because now they have a 4-goal lead.
This is looking grim for Trinity. Trinity goes for the pinch. It's not a hard one.
Ooh,
Now
Camille
follows
backwards
up
goal.
backwards.
Yeah, it goes
Bumblebee
in.
doesn't see it coming. The backwards plays. Maybe this is the counter to Bumblebee.
Just drive backwards. Gippyball did it all the way before.
Man. Okay, keep going, Camille.
Only
can do
more.
it.
Only 3 goals more. That's fine. I don't know what this camera angle is. Not showing me much, but I think we have another issue, and that is that Bumblebee just gets another goal here. Ball just bounces in the middle, and Camille 3 is a little bit too late.
Yeah, again and again, Camille is just a little bit too late.
But that's also because Beehive is just so fast.
True, true. Yeah, Camille did just fine in the other match against Python++.
Yeah, it did really well, but
that was a pace that Camille could play against, but
and then it
Bumblebee is just
really
a
solid.
bit faster.
Bumblebee is just head and shoulders above the rest in pretty much all aspects.
That was a nice pinch. Bumblebee clears it.
Ooh, we might see something special here. That's one touch. Do we have another? No. I think it
Oh.
ran out of boost. I would love to see it do something fancy as well, but
The blue goal is open, but no one's there to follow up on the pass from Camille.
but once again, this Camille only had 17 boosts, so there was no way it's gonna make it. And even this one also 5 boosts. All the boosts is not on Team Camille, and it
does
definitely
seem-
that does cost you a lot of speed, which Bumblebee heavily utilizes.
Yeah, it does seem like Camille is missing out on some boost in these matches. And they
Also-
really need the boost to reach the aerials that we've seen in the earlier games.
This is it, 5-1. I think this ball will be killed. Yeah, it will be. 5-1, we're going to game 3, and that might be the last game of Ultimate Battle League.
Beehive easily taking the first 2 games of this series. They are so strong. Even Camille and Trinity has a hard time keeping up. They're not getting mercied though. They're keeping out of the mercy range.
But not by much.
Which, yeah, it's not by much, but it is definitely an achievement from what we've seen in the past weeks. Bumblebee is a monster.
Yeah, it only lost 1 game since it existed. And that is with a league where we had best of 3s for 7 games and a qualification tournament. And this grand final as well. It's just absolutely ridiculous. But this might provide many chances for Trinity, because we got the classic Bumblebee own goal.
And also a classic Camille pinch. But this time, yeah, a Bumblebee follows up. And this is the exact own goal we've seen from Bumblebee before, but also Budimus.
Yeah, it's definitely an issue, but I think that Camille takes these. I don't think
Yeah.
she will mind too much. Now the question is, can she hold on to the lead? Because if Bottomus indeed has behavior that changes better on the score, it might think, oh, this is a really good bot, I have to play more defensively, or I have to play differently, and that might suit Camille more. But this might be dangerous.
Blocks the shot. Oh,
I think that the Bumblebee just scores goals for fun.
it's what he does for a living.
Look at this, upside down aerial in a good corner as well. Okay, there was a bot this time, but generally that's where you want to shoot.
And they're now tied again. Camille's lead was short-lived.
Yeah, and so far Camille has only scored 1 goal per game, so if we're gonna go by that, they won't win this game.
Maybe it'll change. Let's hope it changes.
This
They're
might be a good
putting up
setup.
the
Oh,
pressure
Bumblebee!
right now.
Bumblebee hits a crossbar, but Camille 3 is a little bit too early. Now it pinched it out.
It's still there, there's still a chance. The Bumblebees have overcommitted.
Ooh, this might be a
Camille.
chance. No.
Close.
Camille 2. Camille 3, can you pass it in? No, it's already in.
There we
Come on.
go. Bumblebee panics. They're all trying to save the ball at the same time. And there we go, Camille takes the second goal. Bringing them in the lead again.
Are we gonna see one of the best upset ever by Trinity going for the
I would
reverse
love
sweep?
I would love to see an upset. Like,
I think I would never be allowed to host another tournament again, but wouldn't it be truly amazing?
yeah. Also, Darkseal, the creator of Bumblebee, has been cursed for a long time, always getting second place in tournaments.
But that's official tournaments only. This isn't an official one, so therefore
Well,
you
you
can win
say
it.
that now, but imagine Bumblebee start throwing now.
There just needs to make it official. But so far, Camille holding on to his lead with everything it has, but what a save!
Another-
What is? Oh,
Oh, so
it.
close!
I thought he had the second one as well. Yeah, Camille Free just stopped driving. Was like, I did everything I could. It was amazing.
What a crazy aerial!
And somehow he
And-
was still flying there, but just didn't go in.
Oh, Ta called it an official tournament in chat. It's lost, Darkseal. GG.
That's sad. Was a dangerous ball, but this as well. Camille an own goal? No, not Bumblebee that's doing it.
Bumblebee puts into the wall, and I'm pretty sure Bumblebee does have some kind of wall.
Ooh, that's gonna go
calculation.
in. Camille is going for the upside down save, but yeah, that wasn't really working out here.
The goal takes another victim.
Normally it is the post,
Yeah.
but this time it was the crossbar. That's rather interesting. Also, the kickoffs seem slower. I don't know if that is intentional behavior or not. Yeah, might need some
Camille with the clear.
confirmation. Ooh, Bottomers with a Bumblebee with a miss. Camille, good touch. Now just needs a good follow-up, but he's driving backwards. That's rather odd, and no one in goal. And it's 4-2, and now it's getting out of hand once again. I don't know
Oh
what
no,
Camille was
Camille.
doing.
Camille was keeping up so well, but no.
Getting the lead twice, but it's not going to be enough. It's about who has the lead at the end of the game.
2 minutes remaining.
Well, this might be a good touch. Yeah, but yeah. Where are the aerials? Oh, Bumblebee's not aerialing. Oh, he gets the
Lots of
open.
pass
Oh, we get another
Bumblebee.
own goal.
Bumblebee own goals, what is this?
Bumblebee's definitely thrown the game here. He didn't go for an aerial, and then that one was just like, never mind. This is how you score.
Bumblebee. Oh boy, Beehive likes to make this exciting. Camille still has a chance, it's only one goal now, and there's 2 minutes left.
And that goes. Oh, that doesn't go with Bumblebee. I don't know why I expected it to be. Yeah, Camille needs to give everything it has. 1 minute 40 remaining. One goal. There are
Leave
no
the
more
ball.
chances after this. Are we gonna see something
Oh,
special?
what a read. It's the whiff though.
There's a whiff, and that's not in as well. Oh, three Camille's are shambling. And Bumblebee's flying in. I have no clue what Bumblebee's doing.
Oh my god, so many things are happening.
Did
Oh,
that
it's on the
Bumblebee
line
go
again.
for the shot? I don't know what's happening. Our camera's way too far for this. But Camille hanging on with everything. Not long enough, because Bumblebee finally gets it past the three Camille's.
Oh my god, what is this?
In an hilarious turn of events, but not as hilarious as your Trinity fan.
I don't know what happened there, but in the end, Bumblebee got another goal.
Yeah, and that's definitely problematic for Camille. But you might get one here. Oh, Bumblebee gets a lucky save.
That was
And
a
good
close
luck.
one.
But Camille, once again, way faster. This is looking by far the most competitive game so far, but they got massive help by 2 own goals from Bumblebee, of course. But you take what you can get.
Camille still putting under pressure. That mouse might go in, though it's just far.
Possum is
Not too high.
looking for everyone to root for Trinity, and to be honest, at this rate I am as well. I want to see more games. But 2 more goals, 30 seconds. Camille with a pass to no one.
They really have to step it up now because time is running out, and Bumblebee is in
Gets
the
it
lead
past
with
1.
2 goals.
Not past 2 though. Takes it slow. 10 seconds. Doesn't have to throw. It still has 2 more series matches, series games as well. And he gets a final goal as well.
That's another one for the bank, and I don't think there's any way Trinity can make it now.
I think this is just the final goal of the tournament as well. Putting the nail in the coffin.
Congratulations to Darkseal.
And a little
He
bit to
finally
Will.
made it.
But yeah, congrats Darkseal. I don't think we're gonna see a team being able to take on Bumblebee consistently for a long time. Just like we had with Soul Driving Car, who didn't get an update for a year and a half, and it was still the best 1v1 bot. I want to see how long Bumblebee lasts, especially if Darkseal keeps updating him, of course.
Well, yeah, Bumblebee is definitely the next champion of Freeze, and it'll be some time before we can make something that beats Bumblebee. Now, Darkseal, if you want to join here again, I wanna say congratulations. Those games, wow.
Maybe he's already celebrating. He's out on the street. Oh, but you got Will in here, who helped create the hive mind that Bumblebee definitely utilizes a lot. And we've got Darkseal as well. Welcome both. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Hello, Will.
Congratulations to both of you. Wow. Bumblebee is such a force. How do you feel right now? You finally did it, Darkseal. You won a tournament. All you needed was a bit of help from Will.
Yeah, that's true. I couldn't have done it without Will, for sure.
Aww.
Yeah, Will, can you explain how much have you actually helped? I know you've done a few things like demo avoidance and such.
Yeah, so Darkseal brought me on, I think, to consult with Hive Minds. But at that point, he had already figured most of the things out. So when I got familiar with the code, I only complained about how bad the strategy was. But every time I tried to remake it, his was better. So I just left it at that. I did some small improvements, some utility changes. The main thing I added was demo avoidance and also picking up small boost pads when you have nothing to do, just to have more boost for aerials. I also added double jumps, but they weren't used because they weren't polished, so...
Yeah, we tried to counter the cameo double jumps, but they were not really polished, so yeah, we didn't use them for now.
So
and the reason I made demo avoidance is because the beard kept saying that all you need to do to beat Bumblebee is to take out the defenders. So demo avoidance counters that, but he never implemented demoing. But it ended up being quite good.
That's truly big brain. You're giving others more stuff to work on, even though they don't even need it. But now it does work, and that's definitely going to be interesting for other teams because in a while, I don't know exactly when, because I don't know, I don't live that long far ahead. But we're going to have Triple Threat, which is also a 3v3 tournament. But there you don't have to. There you can pick your teammates, so you're with random teammates every single game. Do you think you can win that one as well?
Darkseal?
Well, we are submitting just a single bot, right? So I don't think I'm gonna submit Bumblebee because it's a hive mind.
So you don't think Bumblebee could make it alone?
Probably Bodymus. Even though they're probably the same bot if they are just like if there's only one of them. so it doesn't matter which one of them is gonna be submitted.
Yeah, okay. So I just want to ask, how similar are Bodimus and Bumblebee actually?
Well, they share like all of the states and mechanics, but they have a different strategy. So yeah,
So
And
Bottom is
Bodimus does have some freeze code as well, something for 3v3.
well, it just bot chases most of the time.
so
So yeah, but
so Bottomus uses the state machine that Will made, right?
no.
What?
What?
Oh, seeing that it doesn't work, I was like, well, that sounds like something Will made.
No, Will didn't modify Bodimus. Like just his strategy.
Well,
Oh boy.
once again, massive congrats. Okay, wait, I have another question. How long do you think it will be before a bot or a team of bots can beat Beehive consistently?
Well, actually, Relief got pretty close recently, so I think ReliefBot can do it maybe right now.
What?
It's a shame that ReliefBot wasn't submitted to UBL like 3 times ReliefBot because it's really good.
It wasn't 3 times, but the other issue it had was that major update where it got really, really good. That was like the day after the qualification tournament because Terra couldn't get it in on time. So we might see that in triple threat or show match.
ReliefBot is gonna be really good in triple threat.
Yeah, it's a shame we didn't see Relief, but I think we got a lot of exciting matches anyway. Also, just like a new team like the Trice Force. Bluefire hasn't been in the community for that long, but he still made it this far. I think that's very impressive.
And with many bots as well. He definitely pushed all the rules to its limits, added as many teams as he did, and got in with all of them, even with Team Low W, which I don't think many of us expected. And Karaya was generally a really good, solid player on the teams he was on. Even on Python++, he was generally carrying the whole defense. And up until someone owned gold, but you gotta take those.
I have 2 questions more. Will you keep working on Bumblebee here? And secondly, will you do a guide of the Bumblebee code, like the one that this phone did once back when he won?
Yeah, that one that's lost forever.
The one that got lost.
Okay, so first question. Well, if there are tournaments that it can be submitted to, then sure. But I don't know if there are any freeze tournaments like, Hivemind, where Hivemind is allowed. Maybe it's triple threat, where it can end up in the finals. If there are ties, there can be 3 of the same bot. So maybe. It needs definitely a lot of improvement. For example, it doesn't go on the wall at all. So that's one thing to add.
And also the own goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's not an easy fix.
Yeah, Bumblebee definitely needs some upgrades. I don't think it's really that good after all. They only won 5-1, 5-1, and 6-3 against Trinity. Could have been a couple of Brazils in there as well. But that's definitely going to be scary if Bonham is going to come off the wall.
And secondly, will you do a guide on the code?
I don't think so. You can read it on GitHub though. It's open source.
Yeah,
I'm gonna merge it to master soon.
Yeah.
Thank you for making it open source. And congratulations again on the win.
Thank you.
And Jeroen, I think you proved that a 3v3 league can be super exciting, which was the whole reason you made this.
That was the whole reason I made it, because I said that the next official tournament should have been in this format, or at least with 3v3 where you can pick your own team. But then everyone was like, well, if you want to prove it so good, just run it yourself. So that's what I did. And it then also became a major platform for Hivemind, which I think Will introduced a while back, but no one ever was allowed to use it, because either we did 1v1 or it was something where Hivemind didn't really make much sense. And here
they were banned for a while.
Yeah, they were banned as well. But right now they're definitely taking over, and many of the bots happily utilize it.
Just to use the spot, Hivemans don't make your bot magically better. Just even though I really like Hivemans, they don't make your bot better. The bot maker actually has to put in the effort to make strategy that utilizes the hive mind. Right, so
Yeah.
I don't think like if Cryo was a hive mind, it would be better. I think Cryo is a very strong team, just as it is.
Yeah, and Cryo is impressive exactly because it's not a hive mind, but it's still such a strong free spot. And we also do have advocates in the community who says hive minds are good, sure, but in the long run it won't matter because it's much better to have a single bot who can work with everyone. And that's what's going to make it in the end. You can't have copies of yourself in a normal Rocket League situation. And probably you want to.
Would be
Preferably
great.
you want to be able to play with everyone.
But yeah, I think that was it, right? Or do we have any more questions or comments?
Thank you, Jeroen. What?
I love the tournament. Thanks for hosting it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Will. And thank you for Jeroen for setting all of this up. And thanks to our casters, Terhard and Impossible and that guy Dead.
Not that guy, Dead. We don't like him. Yeah, and massive thanks to you as well. A lot of the artwork that's been done by East, the overlay, the amazing screen at the beginning, which finally says we'll start soon and not will return. Amazing. Cleopatra is also made by him and updated to suit for all the needs. I think the series one was added just because we wanted to do best of 3, so that's amazing. And
it was.
Thanks everyone for tuning in. I think we had like a lot of viewers today, and I think people were really impressed. Even those that are from outside of the community were probably impressed by Bumblebee, and those inside the community are always hyped to see more games. So I will definitely try if I can set up some. I can't even speak properly. I will try to set maybe something up for the summer as well. I don't know in what format or what game mode, but I think I will do something again.
Yeah, I'm also hyped for 3v3 now. One seems quite boring after all of this. There's a lot more action when there's so many.
You can do a lot more things, but I know I still like 1v1, my main game mode as well. Yeah. But yeah, everyone, thanks for watching. This will be it. Bye.
Bye.